Shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different as you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do?
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Get set. 19. Right there in the middle. 55. 54. Let's go. Let's bring it.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the 35 on second down, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 17-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch 54. Get your swerve on.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
A 25-yard attempt.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
So
we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, you know, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Come on, set. Switch the outlaw. Focus, defense, focus. Switch. Check. Wait. Check 24. Check 24.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Yeah.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing
T-Bears.
often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On the double. 51. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
On 3rd down, Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Man, I got you. Jim. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll run forward with Henry. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward.
Wow.
And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision.
4th and inches. He stopped Derrick Henry right at the
And
line.
it'll be a turnover on downs.
No, it was just one guy.
On 1st down, it's Watson. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Here's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give to Johnson going right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
Set. 19. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Jack. Big Dan. Alert.
The first down carry here for Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. This will be caught by Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That's another Texans first
That's
down.
it. 19.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up to you.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
What we got? 19-4. Shoot. Watch the shoot. 19-4. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion, man.
Watson now to throw.
So,
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard
That's this guy's
line.
on the
They
field.
could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football?
Yeah, some of my calls got
hitting the
moved
ground
around.
and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly
Still might have another one.
Tremendous effort and a great catch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. 55.
Here's 2nd and 8. They will find Davis. That's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got White here. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Here we go.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, set. 19. 54. Mike, 54. Let's go, D. Out, let's go. Check. Crunch.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain of the keeper, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Check 3. 20 points down, he's coming.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Hey, 59.
These babies cry all the way back home.
Hey, 24.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the...
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
You ain't going nowhere.
Right here, guys. Mike, 51. Mike, 51. Silver.
2nd and 1. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Johnson's got it complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
That's what I learned.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Let's go.
Now Watson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Watson now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. Badgley able to punch this one through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this in intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second and 3. It's caught by Davis. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless able to record his 5th sack of the season. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Oh, yeah.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Let's go, baby.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we've talked a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Complete. It's Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
To throw is Watson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Following the touchdown,
I'm playing a kick match,
there to kick it away.
And this dude just marched down the field on me with all like quick passes, like hike, immediate throw. And like 2 of them should have been picked, and they weren't. And
to begin the drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Switch up, switch up.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th and 1 or 4th and 2.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one.
It's 4th and 1 or 4th and 2.
Enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. With it is Brown. 10-yard return following a 45.
That's the first time Rel asked one in two.
On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona.
Yeah, it was the first time he's ever asked. You've asked like 65 times.
Watson, remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others.
I don't get mad at you every time you ask. It was just the one time that you asked because you had just asked right before.
Between playing corner and safety in the NFL, corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Watson, off play action. And boy, that one drops in completely. If he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike, 5-4. Mike, 5-4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Better bring it. You better bring it.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run the draw play. This is White. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me.
They'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter.
Mike, 5-5.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Come on.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Watson to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. And this one complete to Smith. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Here's Watson.
They're stealing edge slippers.
And he's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3
Sorry, what do you mean he failed this?
2 minutes left to go in the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today.
And they gave him a life sentence.
It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver.
And then it got appealed and upheld again.
appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out
After
to his
29
right. Had to
years.
come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback if he was going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Uses it
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts.
No, they can add stuff after update. No, I'm saying, like, it's not always a download. Sometimes they just push.
Down the middle, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup. First down. First down. Here's White. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 52.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Batted away by the rookie out of Kentucky, Lonnie Johnson.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
They got Randy Moss playing defense, right?
Already at the line, set to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
No, the defender against Real just make a one-handed interception.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their
I just did the thing where I
really both
catch
sides
the ball out of bounds, bro, and I got it
They
at the
really had to
35.
grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy.
You got what?
Every snap was a major
He gave me the
league
ball at the 35.
They had
Oh,
to
yeah.
win at the line of scrimmage, win
That's a
downfield.
legitimate glitch.
They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million
What do
times,
you mean?
right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This
In the
is
end
that
zone.
type of a game.
So for Houston,
Yeah.
Not on the sideline.
ways
In the end
continue
zone.
as they get it up
Like
to
out of the back, if they kick it too
7-0.
far out of the back of the end zone and you go
Home
back and
again
catch it,
next
you'll get it
week.
at the 35
Meanwhile,
sometimes.
for Tennessee,
It's a glitch.
the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far, and they'll look to get back in the winning.
I know, it's not
next
sometimes,
week
it's all the
as
time.
they
It's not a
head to
rule, it's a glitch.
Foxborough to face off against the
Lost to this guy by touchdown last